about it. Just trying to get my stuff together, man. Trying to get my environment together. Got my lighting right. You guys seeing my lighting? I'm just playing. It's your boy Duane Cofield, man. It is November 8th. It is 6 p.m. in South Central Los Angeles, and this is the weekly tap in, and I'm tapping in. What's good, peoples? You know what I'm doing first. Trying to get my stuff together, man. Go ahead and got my lighting right. You guys seeing my lighting? Tap in. I'm just playing. It's your boy Duane Cofield. Mike sounds cool. Got some stuff today, man. Got some stuff today. So we'll be doing a few things. We'll be talking about a couple of things. I did my due diligence share. Just want to let you know I got a new camera. So we won't have that issue anymore of me having to deal with this and deal with that. But you guys know what to do first. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Put your city in the comments section below. We want to give you a shout out for attending this live with us. We certainly appreciate the love. Those who are listening in the podcast atmosphere, man, make sure you hit the subscribe, leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you're listening to this podcast. We certainly appreciate you tapping in from all over the world. So what's good, you guys? What is really good? I just wanted to give a shout out like I did before. What's up, Ramon? What's up, fam? All right, all right. AZ in the building. What's good, Samuel? ATL in the building, baby. What's cracking? Yeah, man, I gave a shout out on Facebook, man, and I'll do it to you guys too. I just want to give you guys a shout out who's doing the smallest thing towards achieving your dreams. I don't care what it is. One of the things I'm convinced on is drops, all converting to streams eventually, right? Just have enough of them, right? Like rain. So any type of contribution, whether it be minimal or whether you believe it's minimal or not, man, kudos to you. This is hard. Going after your goals is hard, especially when you don't have a lot of support. You're not in the right environment. It's like cannabis. I'm about to drop a couple seeds in a minute, man. I'm about to grow me some green crack, actually. So we'll see how that works out. But more importantly, same process, same exact process, right? You got to have the right environment in order for those plants to thrive, right? If you don't have the right environment, you don't give them the right nutritional balance, it won't grow. Same thing holds true with your dreams, right? You don't give it the right nutritional balance, you don't give it the right light, you don't have it in the right surroundings, man, it will not grow and not grow properly. It might grow, but it might grow funky. You know, you might have this and that to it. So you want to make sure that you're in the right environment when you do that. So yeah, man, that's what I'm about to do. Hopefully you guys, if you ain't dropping seeds, man, drop a dream, homie. Drop a dream. See what that do. Man, I've been exploring some stuff today, man. I got introduced. And another thing I was talking about today was groups, right? And we'll get to the topic, but I was talking about Facebook groups, right? And the power of Facebook groups. Man, people talk about, oh, Facebook, this is trash, this and that. Man, you have to curate what you see in social media. And there's a way of doing that. Follow the right people. You put yourself in the right circles. You join the right groups. You shouldn't get anything but good energy, good, what's crazy? All right. Oh, nah, you can't let them do that. Everything's right on time, man. The enemy wants you to react. You just got to realize that, nah, you don't let them RNs. They won't eat you alive. They try to, but that ain't in our DNA. So you can't bite when the enemy starts to attack. And he does attack. He attacked me yesterday, and I knew it. I just bowed out and went to sleep. I was like, man, I know you after me. I don't have enough energy to fight you right now, so I'm going to go ahead and retreat and lay down. And a lot of times when the enemy attacks, because he throws those darts, and they come, right? They come in the form of disrespect. They come in the form of envious statements. They come in the form of things that naturally make you react. You cannot respond. And it's an exercise, right? So it's not something that you can do naturally, right? You have to practice. And then first and foremost, you have to recognize who you're dealing with and when it comes, right? You attack the human. A lot of times we attack the human in people or respond to the human. It's not. It's a spiritual response they're looking for. Go above it. Go above it. Every time, go above it. Not below, because we can get. You don't want to get into a petty match with petty asses. They'll always win, always. So you never want to get into that, right? Let's see who can be more petty. Let's see who can get lower. They can always get lower. The devil, he bottoms out. So you don't want that to happen. You get to the point to where you're sitting there trying to see who can do dirt the most. And a lot of times that's what the enemy tries to get you involved in, to see who can do dirt the most, right? Let's see who can do this. But yeah, I wouldn't don't even bite. Don't even bite. But yeah, so I was talking about Facebook groups and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people so that you can get the right information. When I look at my groups, the Facebook groups I belong to, they're solid. Like earlier in my career, I didn't get with a lot of Facebook groups that were good, but now I'm getting with the ones that are a little bit more solid. I'm in these professor groups. I'm in these other groups, these digital groups. I'm in a PhD group. I'm in this kind of group. I'm in a truck group so that I can see when trucks are for sale. All these different types of groups so that whenever I do visit social media, I'm curating what I see, right? I'm not into the complaining people, the people talking about how effed up it is. People only share information when somebody dies. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for information that's going to help me build my audience, give them something they can look forward to, in addition to build my own self-development. And the way you do that is you find these groups. I'll give you guys an example. So before I get to, let me see if I got to log in. Let me share this with you guys, so just so you guys can see. Because what happened to me earlier was I was part of a Facebook group, and this other professor had shared some information on something that I've been trying to find. I've been trying to find this for 2 years, and they just shared it one day, and bam! Now I have content. I'm teaching a class next semester, so it works out. I'm like, this is freaking amazing. And then one other homie posted something that I posted a long time ago. Everything that you need is already inside of you. Everything that you're supposed to have is on its way. It is on its way. As crazy as it sounds, as crazy as it seems, it is on its way. Now, when it gets to you is subjective, right? Or it's just when you need it. Like I didn't need it before then. I needed to go through the class to know what I needed. Then once I got through with the class, I did it to the best of my ability based on what I knew. Man, after that, it's like I need some help. I need an updated book. I need an updated syllabus. I need some help. I need some projects for them to do. I got this thing, and it's on. I'll show you guys in a minute because that's part of what we're talking about on our books. It's about free books. So if you're looking at ways to expand your business acumen in terms of social media, sales online, things like that, I'll give you guys a resource that will help you out at the end of this video. I'm trying to tell you, it is amazing. So my students benefit by me exploring a lot of these things. So do you. And I consider you guys my students as well. Anything that I give my students in class, I try to give you guys, or at least the resources close to it, right? This is how you can do this. This is how you can do that. Because a lot of the things I get are because I have an EDU address. So because I have a collegiate email, I can get into a lot of these things, these systems, whatever. And as a professor, then that helps everybody around me. And this is one of the things, right? When you learn for other people, man, that sacrifice should be admired. It should be duplicated a lot more, that we go out and go learn for other people, right? We go out. I was listening to an interview this morning with Misty Copeland, and she was describing this, some lady who was in ballet who was Black, and she would go learn the ballet because she was light skinned. And back then, I guess it was in the 1800s, they didn't want Blacks to do ballet. So she would go learn the stuff in the white people because she could pass for them, and then come back to the neighborhood and teach the little girls how to do ballet. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what W.E.B. Du Bois is talking about. Talented 10. If you can get into that other side of things, if you can go learn something else that maybe is not being taught in our neighborhoods, go learn it, come back and teach it. I'm learning analytics. So I'm taking like 2 classes, plus I'm supposed to be editing my paper right now. But I'm so eager with knowledge and information that I'm pumped. I'm grabbing everything I can. And God's shooting it. He just constantly sending it to me whenever I need it. That's the thing. You got to get a curious mind. You got to ask the right questions. You got to put yourself in the right positions, right? It's almost like fishing. You got to have your pole in the water. Doesn't matter if you got Raggedy Bay, that's cool. Some will come by and grab it, but you got to have your pole in the water, right? You got to have your eyes open in order to receive information. You got to be willing to put yourself in different positions in order to receive that information. Maybe a small investment here, maybe a small investment here, but you have to put forth either sweat equity or some money, or the universe thinks you're playing. So when I do it, I do investments, I buy conferences. I just came from a TED talk. Man, I could show you guys everything on that. Was amazing. Oh, but back to the groups. Before I digress, I'll get to that. So you can go on here and you can look at, let's see. Some reason it's not. Oh, here it goes. Now it's just acting a plumb fool because it's delayed. So we'll go back. Oh, here we go. I was trying to show you guys some of the groups and how this actually works and why it's so important to find groups based on not what you're interested in now, right? That's not the important part. What you will be trying, what you're trying to do, right? What you're trying to do. This is now the page is tripping, but what you're trying to do, what you want to become. What do you want to become? So these are my groups. And you can see right here, Project PhD conference on the left. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. No, my bad. My bad. Let me go ahead and show you, share the screen. I'm used to, so let me share this so you could see. So you can see right here on the left, I'm involved in a few different groups. On Inglewood, you know, you're from Southeast, I'm from San Diego, I'm in the podcast group, Convict Life. There's a catering corner. Reason why I'm involved in the catering corner, because I'm trying to see what everybody else is doing in that space. Hustlers and Gangsters, Toastmasters. Let's see what else is important. Journal Service Management, Black Surfers Collective, Cannabis Growers, whatever, Statistics and Mediation and Moderation Analysis. What the hell is that? Right? But it's important for me in my research so that I understand what they're talking about, mediators and moderators, right? These are things that just facilitate things. They're not necessarily causes of them, but they certainly help define them, right? If I wasn't part of this group, I wouldn't even really know how to explain that. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's about your surroundings, right? It's about who you are surrounding yourself with, what type of information is being discussed. If it's BS, guess what your day is going to be filled with? More of it. Higher ed, how to grow your own weed in and out. So I just told you guys I'm dropping 3 seeds, green crack. So this will help you get to that point, right? How do I? And you can ask questions of people, Minority Doctoral Network. So this is a network of Black PhDs, African American stocks and investments. So if you're curious about what investments and stocks you should buy, man, and let me tell you, if you weren't buying stocks during the pandemic, you were tripping. Or, man, we made probably at least 2,000 or 3,000 just since then, just on the stocks going back up. Crazy. Teaching marketing resources for educators. And then you go in there and you look at the discussions that they're talking about. So this is, you know, here's videos. People are asking about how to develop lectures. People are providing resources, articles, and it's just on and on. Trader Joe wrote a memoir. Fantastic stuff. And it may seem corny, but in my field, what I'm trying to do, it makes perfect sense. And this is the whole point of joining groups. People look at social media as, oh, I go in there and waste time. You don't have to. You can take advantage of this. You can take advantage of joining a group and learning, creating a network, starting to figure out if they have events. Create your own event. Doesn't matter. You can put yourself in a position where you can become an expert in a certain field, what you desire to become. You can't focus on what you're doing right now. You got to focus on where you want to go. Not to the point of where you become anxious, right? Like, damn, am I going to get it or not? But you putting that good energy out in the universe to let them know, man, I'm serious about this and I'm coming for it. And please provide it for me. Keep me safe, but please deliver this for me. And it's coming. But this is not even the subject of what we're talking about today, but kind of, sort of. And what brought me to this is I was actually listening to a book called Seeds of Greatness. And it's by, I think, Dennis Wheatley. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I got my tools around, right? When it goes crazy, I just got to go to the tool bag, and a lot of it's in audible.com. right? The beautiful part about it, right? You could just listen to things and they can take you from whatever current mood you're in to where you'd like to become. And that's the beauty and the control that we have once we surround ourselves with the proper tools. I've given you guys books and I'll continue to give you books that will help you, one, recognize these positions that you're in, but two, more importantly, get you to where you like to go. And if that doesn't work, it at least introduce you to another book where your journey of discovery can continue, because that's all we're doing is figuring out who we really are and who we're destined to become, because we have no idea, right? God knows, but we have no idea. And it's up to us to keep poking the box, keep trying different things in order to figure out where the fit is, right? We're not supposed to be boxed into something. You know, our grandparents have different experiences than we are. Go to a safe place and retire. That sounds really effed up and boring to me, right? I'm retiring now. I'm having fun. I'm experimenting. I'm trying chicken shit and I'm trying all kind of stuff because it's fun, because it's exciting and I get to create, which is something that I love to do. You got to find out what your sweet spot is and design your life. We talked about designing lives. You can do it. I'm doing it now. And it's not about, lucky. Sure, there's some serendipitous things that happen, but a lot of it was trial and error. And I wasn't perfect. I messed up a lot of relationships and I still regret it. But at the same time, what's up, South Central? All right, homie. What's cracking, John? See my dude about flowers, pedalpushers.com. You got any flower needs, talk to my partner John in the chat. Please do. South Central's finest on them flowers. Please tap in. Yeah, I give commercials too, homie. Don't trip. But yeah, but the thing what I was talking about with the Dennis Wheatley book was expectations. It said, you are, what's up, Steven, man? My partner's tapping in, man. Fifth Ward in the building. What's up, Texas? You are what you expect. You are what you expect. You get what you expect, right? You get in life what you expect. AAA pedalpushers.com. All right. Let me go ahead and put that out there. Tap in with my partner. But for real, you get in life what you expect. What do you expect? Damn, man, I knew I was going to fail that test. You expected to, right? What happens when you try to put a positive spin on expectations? What happens when you try to ask for more? Like, man, I'm expecting that light. I'm expecting to get all greens through here. And even if I get reds, this is the time when you practice optimism, right? So even if I get red on this first one, homie, the next three are going to be green. And even if I get the first two red, and you just keep going. Because you got to almost psych yourself out to the point of insanity in order to accomplish some moonshot type dreams. And if you don't know what a moonshot is something that scares the living, out of you. Something that seems unbelievably outrageous, so far-fetched it is damn near, hey, I want the moon, right? It's one of those type of things. And you have to create that. And it's scary to talk about it. Our moonshot is getting in Clipper Stadium selling Cheryl's Famous Fried Chicken. I've said it. I put it out there in the universe. Clipper Stadium is being built 5 minutes from us, 10 minutes from us. Can we do it? I don't know. I have no idea. But I want to believe it, and I'm going to believe it. It's scary because it's asking the universe for a lot. Can you do that, man? Do we need to do this? And we always worried about the building part, right? We're always worried about how it's going to be built, like we're some damn mechanics or some carpenters. We're visionaries. That's our dream, is to make it. Here's what it's supposed to look like. Here are colors. Here's this. Here's that. We're the visionaries. We have to visualize it. You let the universe and other things work out the exact details, because it may come in the form of different things, right? It may come disguised as something else, right? It may come you having to do this and that, right? But you still get it. It may not be the traditional way that you're getting it, but you still get it, right? You don't know. One thing I've learned is these relationships are critical. Don't burn bridges. Give people props. Support people in business. Period. Don't look at somebody, like people's posts, be the first to like it, be the first to congratulate them. Don't sit up there and flash past it like you didn't see it. We got to check ourselves sometimes because we don't even realize that we're blocking our own blessings. Nobody knows what your intentions are but you and God. So you can fool everybody, but the one that's handling your blessing knows what time it is. That's the scary part, right? Because, I fooled them. I pulled a twist on such and such. They don't even know I'm whoa. God does. God just sitting up there just writing it down. Okay. Where? This is what we doing the 7? Oh, is this what you doing to your homeboy? Oh, this is what you... And he taking notes. And we blocking our blessings. Why you didn't like such and such a post? Oh, man, because I see, man, I'm just jealous because he keep posting all this success and woo. God know you over there salty. That's why he ain't giving you the bag yet. You can't hate on people as hard as it is, man. I know the jealousy bug gets us all the time. But we got to expect that the bag is coming for us too. We got to expect we getting the W2 even if we in the midst of taking a nasty L. We got to realize that it's coming anyways, man. That holding that sense of optimism is extraordinarily difficult, right? Because people complain and we want to be friends with people who are like that, but we absorb that energy. We absorb that negative energy, whether we believe it or not. That's why I limit myself. I don't have people over, none of that stuff, because I ain't got time for it. I dance to my own rhythm because I don't have time for other people's music to start overloading mine, homie. Real talk. What's up, D-Ball? You feel what I'm saying? I don't. So I move to my own rhythm because everybody should at some point in time. Now, if we happen to be, at the same spot or whatever the case may be, so be it. But I'm low key. I just have to move like that. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'll give you the whole recipe. That's not it. But I got to be on my own time clock, man. I move at a certain time, man. My optimum time may not be your optimum time. 7, 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm chilling out, kids, whatever. That may be your time. You want to move and groove and talk business. So I'm not even, you feel what I'm saying? I got to tick to my own clock, homie. And I think we all should. And we should expect more. Why aren't we expecting more out of life? Because we don't even know what to ask for a lot of times, right? We think we want all this material stuff, man. We think we want this. We think we want that. A lot of times it's not even like that. We want a sense of purpose. We want a sense of belonging. We want our work to mean stuff, right? Some of the basic things. We want our families to respect us. Right, we did the whole run in the streets. We saw how that worked out. Somebody took our place. It was snack, crack, pop, man. Now the police got something else to do, right? Because we don't have time for that. The shenanigans, right? As Kendrick Lamar, I was listening to that this weekend. The shenanigans, right? But at the same time, we don't have time for that. We have to change our mindsets. How do we change our mindsets? Repetition. Repetition on what? Repetition on positive thoughts. Where do we get those positive thoughts and ideas? From positive people and positive books, positive articles, positive videos. You got to surround yourself with it so that it's oozing out of you. It's real easy to regress back into what we normally do. And a lot of that isn't necessarily conducive to us accomplishing our dreams. So we have to make sure that we're on the right path. And like I told you guys in the past, even if we off by 1% over time, that gap gets wider and wider, even if it's 1%. Now that law holds true for improvement as well. Even if it's 1% a day. That's why I told you guys earlier in this podcast. Drips turn into streams. So even if it's 1% a day, you're doing it every day. You're improving in some type of way. You're eating better. I just went and started shooting hoops. I told you guys, student basketball in the morning. As soon as I drop my son off, he goes to school 7 something. I'm at the court for a half an hour minimally. Just to get my shot right, just to do some exercise-wise. I still go to the gym and all that, but I'm doing just a little bit more. And overall, it'll pay off. It will pay off. I know I'm at least lose 5 or 10 pounds just on that alone. Then I go to the gym, I do my pull-ups, and I go play tennis with my wife. I do hikes. Now I'm starting to add up. All those drips turning into a stream. You dig? And that's what I'm saying. It's not a major act, right? They always talk about how do you eat an elephant? one bite at a time. You have to take your things in small bites, right? You do it too much, it'd be overwhelming. I'm gonna clean my entire house today. Why don't you just start with the bath? Not even the bathroom. Just get the tub. All right, you feeling froggy, go to the toilet. You know what I mean? You feeling extra foggy, hit the you feel what I'm saying? Because then it's easier to digest and you feel like all I got to do is just one more little percent. That's it. All I got to do is 1 more percent and I'm straight. Because that's easy to do. 50 to 60, that's intimidating. Right? That's just low-key lightweight discouraging. Damn, I got to do all that. But 1%, that's easy to do. That means I could pick up a book, I could read a chapter. Right? It means I can go to the gym, I can knock out 30 minutes once a week. That's 1% for me. In the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna go up to two days. Right? And I'm gonna keep bumping my little 1% up to 2% to 3%. The next thing you know, I done a major improvement incrementally. And that's the important piece. Incrementally. Small increments. Do a little bit every day. That's it. Improvement. Read something, look up something, take somebody's advice, go buy somebody's suggestion. Make a move. Let me chew through this. I told you how long it took me to get Mindset. That was an amazing book, a jewel that had been sitting in my bag. And I told you guys about that story from the guy who didn't know he was rich, right? I heard this story about a guy, a jeweler, a jewelry thief, robbed a jeweler for this big giant diamond. Police is chasing him. He ran, sees his bum, slides a diamond in his pocket, takes off. The bum continuously lives like a bum for his entire life, doesn't even check his pockets to realize that he already has diamonds on him because the dude slid them on. So a lot of times we don't check what we already are to realize that we already have what we want and desire. It just hasn't been refined yet. You think oil, when they pull up crude oil, it's gas already. You put that in your car, man, ain't no telling what's going to happen to it. It needs to be refined. And then once it's refined, it has multiple purposes. It's in our makeup. It's in our Vaseline. Shit is everywhere. Right? Once it's refined. But nothing that's in its original state has much value. And a lot of times we're not refined yet. We haven't really saw what we're capable of becoming. And that's a lot. That's the thing about it. We're misled. Oftentimes people can't recognize, they don't know, they're not jewelers. How do they know what a diamond looks like? They keep thinking you're cubic zirconia, keep kicking you like, this cat's like a rock, man. It's because I ain't been shined yet. I ain't got to the right polish yet. I ain't been through enough yet to scrape off this coating that you see. But once I go through all this stuff, you're going to see me come out blinging, blinding cats. Like, damn, I thought he was a diamond. Now I know he was. And that's how you got to be. You got to go through your stuff, man, in order to get that coat up off of you, because people don't recognize who you really are. They don't. They don't know what you, man, what? They don't know what you're going to become. They don't know what God's gift. So you got to have better expectations, not based on what somebody else said. Because a lot of our viewpoint of ourselves are based on what other people see, how they see it. And most people are full of shit kebab, homie. Period. They don't recognize game. They don't even see what your plan is. People thought I was nuts. You moving to LA? It's expensive in LA. First, man, listen, homie. If it was for you, it'd be for you. You wouldn't even be talking about it to me. I know what God's instructions he gave to me. He might have gave you different instructions, or you might be listening to your auntie's cousin's nephew who used to live in LA, but he used to live in a effed up part and is glad to just not get shot. Well, unfortunately, I'm not living like that. And I didn't come to LA to live like that. So we got a different set of circumstances. So I don't base mine. And I ran into a lot of the cats from LA. Oh, man, the city. No. What's up? What's up, CJ? Tapping in for the nap, man. All right now. But yeah, I don't base that on what anybody else. My expectations are mine. And I'm expecting more now. I'm expecting more to the point where it's scaring me. It's making me nervous, right? Making me nervous. Like, damn, is this really going to crack? Is this really getting ready to do what it's supposed to do? And I see myself now. God's kind of laying out some stuff, man. You getting ready to do this, do this. And I'm like, okay, I can see it through teaching. I get access to all this information. I get access to all these software programs. I get all this. Yes. All you got to do is continue to motivate students, teach them the right way. I'll give you everything you need to be successful. Bad. Done. Over deliver. Don't trip. And he keeps giving me more game. So when he gave me the game today, I learned about inbound marketing and a bunch of other stuff, which I already knew about, but it was HubSpot stuff. And one of the things they got a bunch of free books that I'll show you guys in a little bit, but they got a bunch of free books that they give you and ebooks, customer service stuff. A lot of it's based on that, but it's good stuff to get started. Good things to know as a business owner, how to just do these small little 1% tweaks that we neglect. Writing a blog talks about the importance of having a blog and how that helps in content marketing. I teach content marketing. So in it talking, what's up? What's up, fam? What's good? And that's a way that you can do that. You can start talking about that. And like even with John's case where he sells flowers, a good blog will be how to use my product, different flower arrangements. Here's how you do a basic one. Here's how you do an extravagant one. Here's how you do a super extravagant one. Right? And you give people the resources in order to buy more of your product. So I teach this kind of stuff and it's good, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a lot of people check out when I get to talking like this. Everybody's like, that ain't for me. I want to hear that. No. You got to hear all this stuff because once you start to use these tools, you can start to consider developing your own business because that's going to be the key to success right there is developing your own offering. You got to get out of it. People love it. I'm not hating on jobs. I'm not saying don't go work for anybody, but start a little something. Figure out something that you want to be, unless you're in the position that you want to be for the rest of your life. Other than that, get to designing your life. Figuring out what you want to do and start attracting it, right? Start attracting it. Once you start talking about it, once you start putting it out there in the universe, we have magnetic fields, man. We bring things to us, right? Just like drama. We can attract drama. We can attract bull BS. We can attract all that. But for what? And if we have that ability, why aren't we attracting the good stuff? You guys know who this is, right? Why aren't we attracting the good stuff? That's a really good question. Why aren't we focusing on what we can build and bring, right? I said I needed certain things, told the universe, man, I need this. And at that time, didn't deliver. At that time, didn't give me what I wanted, right? At that time. But it gave it to me right when I needed it. So now I have an abundance of stuff for this class. I'm like pumped behind it, right? And I'm learning about analytics, which is helping me do math because I got to retake the GRE or GMAT in order to get into a PhD program. So all this stuff is coming fast, fast. I'm telling you. And it's all part of the plan, right? All part of the plan. Said I wanted a string of chicken restaurants and a PhD, write books and retire. Leave something to the kids. Figure I can show people how to do customer service better than what's going on right now. It's a lot of bad customer service going on in a lot of these restaurants. So you don't like something, go build something better. You feel what I'm saying? I was in an Inglewood conversation and somebody was talking about they closed World on Wheels. Oh man, everybody's in the chat. Oh man, damn, man, I used to love that place. Damn, what? They closed it? Man, that's messed up. Woo. I said, that sounds like an opportunity. Why isn't somebody rebuilding it? Why isn't somebody putting it somewhere else? Why isn't somebody changing it? Skating has increased in popularity since the COVID. You got to look at things as opportunities, right? You can't look at things as negatives. They talk about in that same book, The Seeds of Greatness, it talks about how the guy invented waffle cones and made millions of dollars, and it was because he ran out of plates. And the ice cream vendors, it was a bunch of them. He was a waffle vendor, and he was around like at a marketplace. The guys ran out of plates in order to put his waffles on. And all the other vendors started laughing at him and said, man, you're crazy. You can't sell no waffles. People, the syrup's gonna drip out of their hands, etc., etc. And he was like, man, the ice cream man told him, man, come sell this ice cream for me. Da, 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 da. So he's like, here, bought some ice cream, and he started putting them on them waffles. And he started toasting the waffles. He had an idea. He said, if I toast a waffle, I can make it hard and I can put the ice cream scoop in there. Bam. And see, here we are looking at it as a negative. Man, this fool running out of plates. That's not how God works. He takes those opportunities to show you magic. Let me show you magic on how one of the worst situations that you could possibly think could actually be the best situation for your family forever. Right? So when we think about us going to the pen, we think about us drug dealer to businessman, we was in the streets, etc., etc. Man, God's something so sweet for us, specifically, especially if we went through something that wasn't right, negative about it. He got something for us. Trust me. That's why it's so important for us to use these skills, man. We got 30 years plus, a lot of us in this game. So what are we going to do with it? Just let it sit there? Tell everybody you could and couldn't get extras? That's it? You don't understand supply chain? You don't understand where it's coming from, how it's getting to you? You don't understand marketing? You don't understand the difference in packaging and product? You don't understand price, fluctuations, dynamic pricing? Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, good, man. She's investing. Yeah, man. Y'all better get into that crypto, even if you got to put a little money into it. It's just like going to Vegas. If you go to Vegas, if you're going to Vegas and you're shooting dice, you might as well buy stock and just it's a better gamble. Vegas, you're for sure gonna lose. I don't care what you think. Oh man, I hit him on the dice, homie. I hit him. Oh, you didn't? Vegas ain't in the business of letting no money go. That's why they build new casinos. Just telling you. So if that's the case, gamble on yourself. Gamble on some stock. Right? Find a company that you believe in. Don't just go on or go on a Reddit. That's what the homie did. He went on Reddit, studied up, figured out what stocks to get, how to get in them early. I bought AMC, the movie theater. When it was dirt cheap, when everybody was like, it's going to go out of business. I'm like, man, movie theaters ain't going out of business, dog. Not this, nah. No, they're not. At least not in that form and not in the next 100 years or so. They'll be here. They may be smaller. They may be a little bit different the way they're doing a Netflix release, but they ain't going nowhere. And sure enough, AMC went, it's going to be higher than $5. I knew that much. And it's like $35 now. So, I mean, I bought it at $6, I think, $5 or $6. So, depending on what I put in, it's 3 times. That's what I'm saying. Or they beat earnings today. That's what I'm saying. So don't we got the internet now, man. Ain't no, I don't know. That I don't know doesn't exist. It was $45 exactly. I don't know doesn't exist anymore. Not around me. I'm like, man, are you serious? Hey, man, I wonder if what? You got a phone, dog? Okay, we're not wondering. We're out of the wondering business. We're out of the I think business. We're out of all that shit. With the internet, we getting facts, figures, quotes, evidence. We have all that now. There's no more. I think I think, man, you don't get your phone out and Google something, homie. Stop playing. Stop playing. Not right now. You can figure out what you want. Crypto. You can go extensive on that. I could show you a site, way big, but why? And he explains the entire encryption process from start to finish, if you're ever so inclined. So the information is out there. It is there to be taken. I come from the Generation X. Well, man, we Dewey Decimal System up in the library, dog. Encyclopedias, homie. It wasn't none of this stuff. We saw the computers come and we like, these are cool, but they still ain't what they are today. Right now, yo, that's why these 50-year-olds is putting mitts on cats and business-wise. Can't keep up. Because they're like, oh my God, I can get all this data. I can do all this stuff on the internet. What? I'm starting whatever. Or I can just apply on a business license online. Are you kidding me? This stuff you used to have to walk into county and court buildings, and man, right now it's the best of times. What a time to be alive. right now. This is amazing time. Technology is at its all-time high. It's not that expensive. Businesses are easier to start up. Information is in abundance. These cameras are amazing on the phones. You could start whatever. You could start a YouTube. You're good at makeup. You haven't started YouTube yet? You kidding me? Right? So even if you are a busted chick or whatever, you just good at makeup, there you go. That's a hustle. Don't give me no excuse to telling me I don't know. I don't know how to. That's something it sparked inside of you. I don't want to call you lazy. Because a lot of times we get lazy confused with just not motivated. I just haven't found something that made me tick yet. And that can happen, right? We got to find things that make us tick, that make us want to get out and go kick the world down. Right? I respect my time right now. I put in a lot of time on that work. I was 24 hours a day up and down that freeway, burning it out. A lot of time, and I'm good on that. So now I want my time to exercise. I want my time to think. I want my time to do my research. So time is probably the most precious resource I have. Money is cool, but if I have money that gives me more time, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing the wrong things anymore. I get what time it is, right? I'm following old folks. I'm seeing what they do. They walking at the beach. They going to breakfast early. They, you know what I'm saying? None of them are going to the office. They're like, man, good on that shit, right? They are doing the stuff that really matters. Hikes. I'll tell you, I see older people on hikes. I get pumped. 80-year-olds passing me up. I'm over there huffing, right? But that's the kind of things that motivate us. That's another thing we don't do enough. We don't get out there and exercise like that. Go on hikes and talk about them and share them, right? It should be a homies hiking group where the homies go on hikes. We tell other homies what states when you come to LA, I'm gonna tell you what hikes to go on. I'm in your town, shoot me hikes. Y'all come to Texas, make sure you do it. So that homies do stuff that's healthy. And one of the things I seen this weekend when I was at the TED conference is I saw a high school girl go in there and change the reading curriculum, right? By challenging it, right? When you go in high school, you got to read a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of European authors, right? She changed that. Maya Angelou's in there. Toni Morrison changed it by suggestion and by getting enough people behind it. So I'm telling you, man, we can change the world. I know we can, right? Homies to home. I'm seeing it happen in front of my eyes. Homies is starting businesses. Convicts is getting PhDs. We teaching in universities. Man, we got businesses. We're stories on television. Ain't nothing to hide no more because at one time you had to hide this stuff. You had to hide who you were. You couldn't tell people who you were. You had to do it in and I'm still low key like I can't tell. I'm telling the man it doesn't matter. Drug dealers to businessmen. What is the podcast about? Man, check us out. We talking about motivation and tools in order to be successful in life. Period. Use those same skills that we learned in the streets. We're converting them into millions. How? 1% of the time. That's it. That's it. Really, really basic, really to the point, right? But the main thing is, what are we expecting? We expect to succeed. We expect to win or lose. Jay-Z told him a long time ago, man, you don't know what you're talking about? Please. I will not lose. Period. Gonna be successful. I'm gonna be successful because I'm not gonna stop until I die. That's it. Doing this until the wheels fall off. There's no plan B. I'm not going back to go, oh, I'll just go settle, tuck my tail and try this. I'll be on the streets competing with the Latinos for selling flowers, homie. Trust and believe that one. You'll see me out there with a booth branded. Like, D out here getting off flowers? Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. I know as long as I keep going, I'll get to my goals eventually. Eventually. Doesn't matter. All right. I promised you guys a resource. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up from right here. Hold up. Share screen with y'all. All right, hold on. Books. You find it. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to Had a lot of them open, and I was all excited about it. I'm like, what? I got these books. These resources. So some of the things that they actually give us. Hold on, marketing hub tools. It's a HubSpot. All right. I got it now. I'll put this in this resource link in the actual chat. All right, hold on. Here we go. And this is just free stuff, dude. You can see this. So go to, and I'll put it in the chat so as it allows me to. Allow me to put this in the chat. So you can see these are free ebooks. This is on oh, hold on. This is on HubSpot. And I'm trying to put that link in there. Just won't allow me to put the link in real quick. I don't know why, but it's all good. So this is HubSpot. These are free resources for you. If you guys want to take a look, I'll put it in the chat in a minute. But this is free ebooks: A Beginner's Guide to Social Media, Instagram for Business, Metrics, Customer Service, How to Build Brand Consistency, How to Reach Your Audience, Engage Your Audience on Facebook. So if you're looking at Facebook, these are all free ebooks. Tremendous value. Tremendous value. How to create effective inbound marketing, HTML, CSS, which are programming language. Mission statements, how to start a successful blog. I clicked on one. Hold on. 100 email subject lines. So if you're having a problem with email, this is 14 pages. How to make QR codes for your business. And it just goes on and on. Beginner's Guide to Email Marketing. How to master customer support. How to advertise on Instagram. YouTube for business. So this is a 30-day for channel growth. Download it. Let's see. I could just put my stuff in here. Just to get the downloads so you guys can see that. They're all set. And just how easy it is to get this. And it gives you templates. So you can save the file, open it up. This will take you to Google Slides. So these are templates, right, that you can actually use for your YouTube. Tremendous value. And you can see the different ones, right? So I'm telling you guys, man, I'm trying to put this link in here, but it seems like it's not agreeing with your boy. But a tremendous amount of resources. One of the things that it's giving me, I'm trying to get it for you guys. I'll see if I can set up a little class that I'm doing, but you guys got to let me know what you're interested in learning about. If it's content marketing, and I'm doing it for free. It'd just be to get you guys these resources so you can get certified. You can get certified in social media. You get certified in sales. You can get certified in a lot of things that you can add to your LinkedIn. But more importantly, this is going to help you in terms of bettering your business, right? Making you way more competitive, right? Showing you how to set up your email. If you haven't set up an email list, there's money in email, right? I need to take my own advice on some of this stuff, be honest with you, but a great resource. Why can't I put this in here? Let's see. Oh, probably because I'm sharing. Let's see. There it goes. I'll just put the resource in there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Take a look at them, man. Use the resources up. Yeah, homie. All that. I'm really, like I said, homie, I teach this stuff. I'm not putting a 10 on myself or nothing like that because I don't like to do that. But I teach this professionally. Like at a university, I teach consumer behavior, digital marketing, web analytics, professional selling, a lot of stuff. So I try to give you guys the same resources that I give my students, right, that are paying tuition, because that's how I get down. So I'm trying to give you guys some stuff. Take advantage of it, man. Just grab 1%, homies. That's all I'm asking for is 1%, man. If we can do 1%, we can do 1%. One. Every week, every day, that'd be ideal. That might be asking a lot, but if we can do 1%, dog, how much is that? How much is that? Not much. Let's get it, homies. That will conclude your weekly tap in for this week. I certainly appreciate you guys tapping in, rolling with your partner, man. Make sure if you guys are watching on YouTube, subscribe. Share this with some of your partners, please. If you haven't shared this, share this with them, man. You never know who can use this or what they're going to use it and how they're going to use it. God kicks in every time we convene on Mondays at 6, homies. So let's do more of that kind of work, man. Let's expect more out of life. Let's expect more because God's got it. He can deliver it. Tapping out.